Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. So we're back again with Tower of God and we're going through the fight. Now, I really did enjoy the comments on the last video, especially saying that this is the peak of one of the best battles. And I like the fact that someone pointed out that Shinsu Black Hole Sphere still has more levels. And I don't mind spoilers, but I also try not to give away everything, and that is 100% true. Every irregular has a different way of using Shinsu Black Hole Sphere, and these were some of the things which were like basically retconned in a way. God of Guardians explained Shinsu Black Hole Sphere is absolutely powerful. It's a power that has dominance over regulars, right? And as a result of it having dominance over regulars, it also has dominance over rankers. So their attacks are totally erased by Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. It also totally erases their defenses. So remember that there for reference from what I'm talking about. I like to keep it in because it wasn't directly retconned. The only reason it's retconned over here is because every time Bam fights a very powerful enemy, they need them to still have some power against him. They don't want them to just be overpowered immediately, like this little regular just comes in and he hits a big high ranker like Evankel, and all of a sudden she can't use any power. She has an irregular type power. It's not a regular power, but she has the Ancient One's power. They're going to be able to actually fight on par with Bam. There's a reason why Jahad feared the Ancient One's powers, because they were a threat to irregulars. So that would make a big sense, right? And if the essence of bravery isn't from one of those old creatures, it would make sense that it could fight against Bam. But it's going to come into play later, sooner or later, when Bam starts getting really powerful. Remember, he's already by 50th floor level, so he's halfway up, and we know Yurik beat an elder by, not an elder, one of the 10 great family heads by the 100th floor. So we've got 50 floors for Bam to reach family head level. And the reason why Bam has to reach that level is he's being boosted, and his entire purpose is to be able to slay Jahad. If it's going to be an underdog fight, it's going to be ridiculous. We need it to be a fair fight, so we need Bam to be boosted so that he's at that level. We need him to be above all the other elders or the other 10 heads, and we need them to be on a level where they basically like, he's strong enough that he can be on par with us or beat us. He's possibly a match for Jahad. And then Wulayuk Song is going to join into this whole fight, because Wulayuk Song wants to leave above the tower, and because of the 13-month series, the Prince of Jahad's rings, and I think there was one other item involved in the whole thing, in order to craft the key to go beyond the highest floor that's in the tower currently. They need all of that put together just to go further. So Wulayuk Song is definitely going to join in on the fight. They're going to have to fight Jahad to get higher, because Jahad is going to stand in the way. He's most probably going to get a hold of one of the rings, or he's going to have one of the 13 months in his possession. So that is going to be the big fight, where they're going to open the tower and keep climbing up to go to higher and higher lengths. So yeah, that was just something that I had to talk about, and let's get back to this episode. So it's episode 61 to episode 70. So here we go. The wind is acting like a whoop. Watch out. Okay, here we go. So the fight is now Doom and Paul versus the branch leader from the Lopobia family. Now, Lopobia made a big mistake enticing the K9 people. He just told them that the greatest enemy is on the other side, so they're going to run through to go and attack. Okay, so one of the Rugrats has a plan. That's most probably Kun. Okay, so we see Evan Kell already figured out that whoever that ranker is got that power from the administrator with some kind of restriction. So I know you can't keep shooting those bullets forever. The administrator always puts limits on really powerful abilities, otherwise it would disrupt the balance of the tower. Okay, and you see that there are monsters who can break those rules, and this is very important for you to know. There's monsters who can break the rules that keep the balance of the tower. That's irregulars, right? Irregulars can break it. Even the ancient ones can't break the balance of the tower, but they can fight irregulars because they have a weird power. They have an elemental based power that's outside of the realm of just Shinsui on its own. So that's something to note, and this is where they're explaining it again. So only regulars can disrupt the flow of the rankers. Okay, so I see that advanced rankers just for a ranking boost. They might even retcon the high rankers who we've met, and they might just go like top 100 high rank rankers in the advanced division of high ranker, and then they're going to put ultimate high rankers or something like that there. I'm not 100% sure, but we'd have to see what SIU does, because that might be the only way for them to have more powerful opponents than what we've seen. But from what I understand, this is supposed to be the tip top. We're seeing the tip of the spear and everybody below it, and we're going to have to get Balm climbing up a few floors. So the irregulars do have some restrictions that can be forced on them, like they can't enter regular areas after they become rankers. We know that because of Pobert Augusteng and the Hell Train. He couldn't set foot inside it because of the restrictions placed on the train. And we also know that those restrictions didn't apply to... Sorry, no, not the restrictions didn't apply to. We also know that those restrictions apply to just about everybody else. So it is something that you can consider when it comes to restrictions placed on irregulars. So yeah, it's so difficult to explain this here because it's counteractive moves. Enryu definitely is an exception. Administrators most probably would fear him. They wouldn't try and stop him from doing anything. If he wanted to go into any regular into a regular area and use his full power, I don't think an administrator would fight him. Okay, so we see they're looking for the sniper. We see Hockney is surprised at how powerful that team is. Remember, that first team that Balm was part of is super OP. That's where the sniper is hiding. Wait, Lord Calavan, Kun says he's got a plan. A plan? I found it. The teleportation device in the broken floating ship. It's still working. Great. Hook it up for me. I'll give you my lighthouse code. All devices floating ship are compatible with any type of lighthouse, so it should be easy to connect to. Are you sure this is gonna work? You may have to go to hell and back, but right now this is the quickest option, trust me. Has everyone any told you you're almost scarily blunt? Basically, he's telling her she might have to die for this plan. It doesn't look like there are any observers around. I guess they were more concerned with outside threats. Okay. Alright. It's a pretty big distance to cover. Be careful, Kun. Roger that. Here I go. Alright. Full speed ahead. Woof. Okay, so we see Hong gets shot down. Keep going past this wall. I want to see what the next... and avenge my father. There she is. She's still alive. She's making a beeline for me. She's got some guts. Did she realize I've got a restriction on my power and assume I only had one shot? She's not even trying to attack me with her flames. Is she trying to act tough? Okay. Shot fired now. Shoop! She dodged it. How can that be? Not even ever. Cal is fast enough to dodge a high ranker sniper bullet, but if the observer tells her when the bullet is fired, she should be able to dodge it since it takes some time for the bullet to reach her. Besides, right below the place Evan Cal came out of, right where the bullet will hit, there's a teleportation device connected to my lighthouse. And when the bullet is transmitted by my lighthouse through the teleportation device, I'll pierce right through that thing's core. Oh, I like that. Basically, this is Kun killing a high ranker. Kun did it. He may have used his opponent, but this is Kun. That just goes to show how damn smart that kid is. Although I wouldn't call him a kid, he was probably older than me. So here we go. Here's the big blast. With all those strong pawns on the battlefield, it's fun to move them around. We did it. How do you feel, White? And there's White off to battle. A shield? He just keeps pulling out new tricks. Time for a little test. Whatever. Alright, there we go. A quick bombardment. He blocked it. So, this I still have a big problem with. The essence of bravery isn't any regular power. Only regular powers should be able to even put up a fight against Bam. A princess should be able to, but not Calavan. Calavan should be running for his life, screaming his power is gone. That would make sense. You know, something really scary comes out of the regular. Like the regular hits you with his Shinsu, your special boosts lose their power. Because that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to consume that Shinsu. And Bam hasn't yet ignited his thorns. Yes, I get that. But that's the power of Black Hole Shinsu. Remember, even Karaka was... not Karaka. Evan was stunned when he shot at Karaka's Black Hole... Not Black Hole. World of Darkness attack. And he erased it. Remember, erasing a high ranker's attack when he was just that weak regular going to the floor of death. That was a massive achievement, and if you want to count it as how big it was, he literally climbed way beyond where he should have been. I can only block him once or twice more at most. You're really starting to get on my nerves. It's okay, I got him. You don't mind, do you? I'm Lord Calavan's servant. You'll have to get past me first if you want to stop Calavan. You give me the creeps. Oh. I can't keep this up anymore. The attacks keep getting stronger. This is it. Here it comes again. It's too late, and snap! Here comes another assault. Oh, we saw the white light rumble. Are you white? Well, looks like the first victim to celebrate my return to power will be you, Calavan. I like that there. Kun is a very gutsy individual, and the fact that he resurrected a monster to take out Jahad's army says that he's really risky. This was dangerous because White wants to eat Balm. So if he eats Balm, he'll have a irregular soul, which is gonna be crazy if he actually manages it. Has regained his original power. Oh, so we see that this Renka is saying stuff. Wait, where are your manners? Slice his fingers off. I fixed your manners for you. You should be thanking me. Back when I first made a name for myself in the tower, my followers used to paint blood next to their eyes to look like me. He has the symbol. But must have been from the bottom of one of those groups of rebels. What a cute soul. Then again. Don't be too hard on yourself. His vibe totally changed. You were probably sealed away for too long to know him, but he used to be one of the most notorious slayers in the whole tower. I'm not sure how, but it looks like he regained his old power. I hope he doesn't point that sword at us. We can see that he doesn't have enough quantity of power. I feel almost embarrassed to beat you if you can only use one arm. I have to do this again. I hate the fact that I have to do that again. And here comes a white slash. White sword style lethal move. 7 bloods, bright blade. He's not using any flashy sword skills like last time, but every strike of the blade is swift and heavy. This won't be easy. So here we go. Calavan is fighting White. Essence of bravery. And this is something to just show the reality. Remember, Balm has his power inside him. That full scale power basically. So Balm is really holding back in this fight. He doesn't want to use up that power. We see blood splatter. Oh, cuts. Lethal move. Blades of Fury. Whoa, he actually is on equal footing with Calavan. Since Calavan got one arm tied up, he's actually beating him. Want me to teach you? Is he looking at me? How to burn souls? You're ready? Now I'll say it again. And tie that arm of yours. I'd like to, but this is a punishment from Lord Jahad. Okay. He wants to show us what? What the heck is he up to? The branch leader was defeated and now White's got his power back. This is a war of attrition. I'm going to blow up the 4th Army Corps flagship. Inside the 4th Army, okay, the engine room. Company Commander Calavan, 4th Army. The commanders are very impressed by your initiative on the front line. I've also been keeping an eye on the front and sending the 4th Corps the best plans I can. So actually I need you to do me a favor. What favor is it, Commander? As we speak, our flagship is sneaking up to the cage in stealth mode. After bringing the flagship as close to the cage as possible, I'm thinking of blowing up the ship along with the cage. If you do that, there's a good chance that all our troops behind the wall will be killed. It can't be helped. There must be a reason they brought that slow cage all the way here and are guarding it. They're probably planning on using the cage for something. I like to blow the cage up if okay. Okay, so the new recruit for the 4th Army Corps are already waiting on the other side of the wall. They're even stronger and more powerful than the current 4th Army Corps. I'll make sure Lord Jahad gives the order to untie your arms. Since you used to be a corps commander, the troops trust you to make sure this operation succeeds. And try to calm the corps down. Is that clear? So we were just disposable. As a soldier following your orders is my duty. I'll do my best to make sure the operation succeeds. But if this operation fails and all the soldiers die for nothing, I want you to take responsibility. And make sure you take responsibility for their deaths, Commander, with your life. You can come kill me and take my position as Corps Commander, but first make sure you do your duty as my subordinate. Yes, Commander. That was very insubordinate of Calavan. I didn't expect him to say something so reckless. So yeah, we have a lot to discuss on that little section. So with all the craziness that's going on, we first have to talk about what in the world just happened. So we're seeing that the enemy's ship, their flagship, is going to wrap around the cage or approach the cage very closely and blow up. And when it blows up, it's going to blow up the cage because they don't know what the cage's purpose is, and it's most likely part of the frontal assault. So if they get rid of it, they don't have to worry about the cage anymore. So there was a smart plan from Liboric, and Liboric is like is a cunt. So you know, sneaky plans, sneaky turtles. Yeah, that's a nice rock quote for this one, yeah. And the other thing that you have to note about this is this war is really going to be tough to get through. So they know they don't have to worry about it too much. So they're willing to risk everybody on the one side. You understand? It's a war of attrition. You kill the enemy's entire force and you don't have to fight them anymore. That's what they're thinking of doing, and that's why they're willing to risk losing so many soldiers. Okay. And then we get the untying of the arm. That's because Calavan is trusted by this corps. He made it himself. If he tells them to keep calm and die, they will do it. Watch and learn. This is how you burn souls. You're gonna need this soon enough. Try to block back the guys approaching the barrier wall. I don't think there's anything you can do to help me fight that guy. Yes, sir. Okay, so we get a bit of Calavan's past. So we see Calavan's idea. He wants peace in the tower. Remember, he has the memories from the essence of bravery, and that's endless war with bloodshed upon bloodshed upon bloodshed. That's one of the things that's driving him, and he had to kill his own father for his position as a guardian of it. And now he's thinking about other things. Some fell for your power. Some fell for your personality or appearance, and others just liked you without any particular reason. Okay, so we see that's Elliption's opinion of Calavan. So there you get it, exactly what I just said. I forgot that this year was actually mentioned. I actually forgot these panels even exist, yeah. Okay, so there's that finishing off, and we're going to 63. We've got trouble, Yama. What's wrong? Beneath the cage. Oh, so they found it. The 4th Army Corps flagship is approaching. Don't let it get near the cage. Okay, so they're gonna try and stop it now. It's very late, but let's see what happens. Oof, White sends a shot flying at Calavan. They're using long range assaults to fight. They're not fighting in close range. I can feel the power of White's spell. The power of countless souls is flowing out of his body and creating his sword. I think I know exactly how he's using that spell. It's like he's trying to provoke me. He just keeps showing me. Don't let their fight distract you. This is our chance. Let's go break the spell on the wall. Okay, Mr. Karaka. Is he on his way? The situation changed in the cage. I don't think you're gonna be able to fire the needle right now. The enemy's flagship's approaching the cage. Oh, and we see there's a message, right? So, Dawn got a message from Lach. The flagship that size must have a massive Shinsu engine. If it explodes at that distance, everyone around the cage will be slaughtered. The damage would be enormous, and we won't be able to fire the needle. I hate this here with this missing pieces all over the place, and it's not consistent, which is what irritates me. So here we have Lach as he's about to destroy this container. It's an order from the 4th Army Commander. The flagship is going to blow up with the cage. If you try to stop it now, it will only cost the lives of even more of our troops. Everyone stay calm and get away from the cage. Atomic Screw. Okay, so there he's going heavy assaults with his fight against White. Just look at these assaults. They're just so big they have to cover panel after panel. Slash. Boom. So we get it. His is like an explosion type, and that's swords. I'm surprised he's holding up so well against McCullough. He really is incredibly tough. The most fatal wound he's got right now is the cut on his right arm made by the amateur Slayer candidate. That kind of hurts my pride. And that is another show of it. The level of power that Balm can use is just insane. I can't wait to devour your soul when I'm done with you. Are you kidding me? White Fatal Sword skill. Is he gonna go White Magnolia again? Sapphire Single Shot Deadly Sword of Light. Has my right arm already reached its limit? If he keeps attacking me like this, my whole body is gonna take some serious damage. I guess I'll just have to let him take my right arm. Oh. How surprising. You blew up your own arm just to block my attack. Rumble. Did he just use the power from that explosion to make an arm for himself? Oh, no problem. Ready to keep going. You're tough, I'll give you that. Okay, yeah, I give him that as well. He is extremely tough. If I could summon the power of the souls within me, like with this power and the teleporting ability I used a moment on the hidden floor with the second thorn, I might be able to do something. But is that the right thing to do? I'm gonna use every ounce of power I've got, and here comes Balm powering up. Pulled out a thorn. There's it, full power souls. I like that one there, Angel Balm. Let's keep going. 64. Alright, everything is wrapped. I think they figured out that they're hiding something in the cage, so they decided to abandon the flagship. Sorry about my little pauses every once in a while. It's just for the sake of letting it load up a little bit. Okay. Evacuate everyone. Okay. Okay, so here goes Balm, full power. You can see that it's hammering the entire floor. Would you look at that? He's a quick learner. This isn't the first time Balm is burning souls. It's not polite to look away during a fight. Focus over here. Okay, so here we go. Yasracha talking to Liboric. The current 4th Army Corps is led by Company Commander Calavan's subordinates. They're more loyal to Calavan than to Lord Jahad, so they don't belong in the army. Get rid of them and regroup the Army Corps with troops who are loyal to Jahad. The most important thing is what Calavan decides to do. If he abandons his troops and follows the orders, he might be promoted to Army Corps Commander once again. But if not, he'll have to get rid of him. We see they only want zealots, blind idiots who only follow commands out of loyalty. Basically, it's another political slander towards the world. Blind loyalty to your government, to your parties. I wouldn't expect anything less from someone chosen by a Dory. What a lunatic. Ooh. That's right, the Slayer candidate. Okay, let's see what's he doing. Everyone on the flagship and inside the cage will die. Is he saving his power? He completely focused on defense. Looks like he's only after the Slayer candidate. One wrong move and I'll knock his head off. Try to imagine it like Mr. White did with his sword to create the weapon you see in your mind. It's no different from a transformation. You can do it. Imagine it. And Bomb's weapon is a bow. Ooh. A bow. We saw it already. I don't know why they had to confirm it. Sorry everyone. So he is the traitor. Alright. His name was Liboric. A nice little story for us to focus on for a little bit. And I'll explain why this is significant in a later part of the story. Because there is a part where it becomes significant again. Oh, okay, it's right, yeah. My mistake. I thought they actually break this up into two pieces. So he was trying to save his friends as well, and he brokered a deal, but Liboric stabbed him in the back. So we see Liboric is the one who defeated Kel Halam and the rest of the Hidden Grove the first time. So that's what he did to them in the past. So it is important for the current story. So we should know that Cha and the rest of them may have a personal vendetta against Liboric when they find out what he did. So we see this is the first time we found out that Jahad could change futures. King. This is my main picture that everybody gets for season 3, and it's the thumbnail, basically my main image. It's Bam Bam the scene. So yeah, that's one of my favorite images of Bam. So yeah, we're getting on to the next chapter, and here comes some heavy stuff to watch. Hope you can bear it, because things are about to get a little bit rough. Things are going to become weird very quickly, and you'll see what I mean as soon as this here goes. Alright, so here we go. So we see this is why Kal Halam was as frightened as he is. Okay, so yeah, so we see Liborix told them. This is such a long backstory, but it's just a simple one. See, okay, so he was angry. I couldn't refuse his offer. He was holding my friends hostage after all. So we see this is why Kunhain Luck is where he is right now. And here's its self-destruct. This is one of the things that people got frustrated with. When it comes to this part of the story, a lot of people get frustrated with backstory. It slows down the battle so much, and the backstories of all these people isn't always important. Kunhain Luck, I understand, but you're going to see what I mean by most of the backstories aren't very important. Don't. And there's it. This big explosion's about to go off. The evacuation is complete. Maybe he does know what he's doing. Let's get out of here. Release the dock. The irregular's up to something. Stop him. Oh, Cha saved him from the attack. Oh, Calavan is sending an assault. Who is he attacking? He's still got this much power left. Ooh. White Spirit Sword. White Magnolia. Yeah, here it comes. I hate the fact that it keeps doing this here to me, and this is such a slow chapter with all the backstory, and these aren't even very important ones. Okay, here we go. Here's the big attack. Boom. Okay, there's the explosion from the cage. So we see Calavan has a flashback of himself. He's thinking about everything. May this one shot bring everyone back to me. And it's fired, and flash, huff, huff, huff. And just the cage. It worked. I knew he could do it. That kid, he did it. That little rugrat, that scared the crap out of me. I can't believe it. Bam! Huge teleportation. Only a handful of high rankers can teleport. How could a mere regular do it? He's not a mere regular. He's an irregular. Get that straight through your head, Jasracha. He's here to kill you guys. He seemed like a harmless little chick when he entered the nest. But after letting him into the front yard, it turned out that he was a beast. But for some strange reason, he reminds me of my father. Right, we can see. So he has a similar feeling to Jahad. Whether he becomes like Jahad in the end is something else altogether. I hope we don't get one of those sad endings to the story. I don't want it to be another one like Attack on Titan. To be honest, seeing Eren being made into the bad guy in the end was really, really sad. Okay, let's go for this. Yeah, most of the main forces are still alive. '66. We won the battle at the first war. We can finally avenge our people. You say that, but isn't this defense a bit over the top? This is just to make the ride comfortable. I like Rak, our little tsundere. Is he okay? He just teleported this huge thing, but doesn't seem as exhausted as I thought he would be. He must have some pretty insane Shinsu stamina. The more I get to know him, the more amazing he is. We see even White has some principles. We're surrendering. What? We've been abandoned. The Army Corps commander is not responding. There won't be any reinforcements, and all the enemy high rankers are still alive. If we try to fight now, we'll only sacrifice more troops. Surrender, everyone. Cease battle. We won. We see Bam thanking the souls. You helped White get his power, didn't you? I survived thanks to that, but that was really dangerous. I like this one. Yeah, this here is so important for the growth of Bam as a character. The words that I used to mention now is feeling and things like that there. This is showing us the crucial parts of the character of our main character. Okay, I'm not really reading much of it for the sake of the story, but we can see White is looking at Balm like he's so tasty. If we don't fight. Oh, here's it. Chuniha gets released along with Han Sang Yu. This is main character time. How did the battle? Your army corps lost. But it seems like the new army corps abandoned you guys since he blew the main ship without even sending it into the battle. I'm going to kill Liboric and take back my position. He already was promised that, so Liboric is basically just paying up. It's no use resisting now. You heard the news from outside, right? Even with the Divine Sea creatures, you don't stand a chance against me in close combat. Wait, I don't want to fight anymore. I participate in the battle for my own personal reasons anyway. I don't want to sacrifice my life for it. What a coward. The Fav. Yet another one of the joking masters when it comes to the enemy rankers. I'll help you, spare me. Okay. If you let me live, I'll tell you the location of the secret place hidden within the nest. Decided to fight here in the nest. If you don't know why, you guys will never make it out of here alive. Load the needle. It's true that right now Balm's stronger than he's ever been. White's in his best condition too, but Kun, you've got to admit that you can't be objective when Balm is involved. Fine, the problem will be after we break the war. A special gift for them in the needle. Let's buy us some time. Augustus. Oh, okay, so that's a ranker from the past who we haven't seen in a long time. Ooh, okay, let's get through this here and then I'm gonna have some fun. Alright, so here we go. Balm is pouring his power into the needle. I hate to say it's been so dragged out for no reason. Bang. And it's shot. And there's it breaking through the wall. Boom. Inside the wall onto the other side. The second defensive wall. All troops prepare for attack via the cannons. Slay the enemies who come through the wall. The tip of the needle. How many people did you bring with you? Even as high rankers, I've never seen so many troops at once. After seeing those cute little regulars on the test floor, seeing these rankers here almost makes me sick. I like that, Augustus. Armored soldiers charge, and where's the next big hit? Shinsu drawing, zigzag. Really Shenwei from the fish bowls. Okay, this is Lopobia family, so should be expected. Circle. Hoo-ha! Is it really true? Stop right there, love. It's all recorded, all of the fried chicken you've bought with the cow outside of work hours. It's proof that you've been embezzling money. What? You've been telling me for years that I can buy as much chicken as I want. I was just saying that no company in the tower would ever spend this much money on chicken. Buying this outside of working hours is embezzlement. I never thought you'd actually eat this much. 50 chickens a day? Seriously? You must be out of your mind. Lost 2 panels. This is something really fun just to look at. It's like a little joke in between all the seriousness. I'll send this to the regular administration office. Once you're on the administration office radar, you'll never get a decent job as a ranker ever again. Okay, so we get the whole story about Mule Love, and we know Mule Love is in the fight there. You wandered around trying to find a way to clear their names of your friends, but you found out later that it wasn't a false accusation, it was true. In the end, the truth didn't matter to you. Confused by the turn of events, you set aside your thirst for revenge temporarily and made up all kinds of excuses to run away from the truth and turn your back on the world. Basically, it's not good or evil. It's like the difference between fried and barbecued chicken. If you help me out, it was way too much to refuse, and along with the promise to help me escape before anyone else, he promised to help me find the guys who killed my parents. And above all, I can't forgive them for holding his master hostage. Shake hands. Yes, Miss Sophia. The K9's bomb and his team. Okay, so they're all flying up. We have no kind of idea what kind of trick Yasracha got up his sleeves this time. When Yasracha first came to the Lopobia family, everyone called him a nameless pet cat. All he ever did was sit next to the leader of the family and act cute, but it turns out he was a wild beast. Oh, we see they're talking about why they accepted Kalavan. Trying to fight them and Yasracha and at the same time would cost us way too many lives. Waryun said it's okay, so let's trust her. We're here to rescue Jin Sangha after all. Even though it's only temporary, I never imagined I'd end up fighting alongside Kalavan. Okay, I'm not going through the anime stuff, but here comes the most sad part of the story, because this is just around the part where hiatus was kicked in last year. Not last, the was kicked in when hiatus started. I actually started catching up to the story at this particular chapter. This is the chapter that I caught up on the moment I first saw the anime. We're just teaming up for a little bit. After we're done, we'll never be on the same side again. I know this won't make your anger or hostility towards me go away, so don't worry. You and I are eternal enemies. And someday, we'll be able to fight again, and you're gonna die, Kalavan. He is about to really go Super Saiyan in the story, basically. What is this big secret? The first wall's been completely breached. The 4th Army Corps has practically annihilated all the enemy high rankers. Not at all, Princess. HQ and I wanted to destroy and rebuild the 4th Army Corps anyway, so there's no need to be critical. If any problems come up because of this, I'll deal with them. Okay, I'll leave Army Corps Commander Yasracha in charge of the battle at the next wall and have everyone follow his orders. Since we gathered all the army commanders here under the condition that each wall will be under the command of each Army Corps, do as you wish, 5th Army Corps Commander. It's only right. And Liboric. Okay, I know you're working together with the requests of Lophobia and HQ, but I hope you'll refrain from acting on your own again. Make sure you finish them off once and for all. Yes, Princess. Oh, okay. Because inside that giant needle behind me, there's a warp device that's gonna help us escape once the battle's over. Sophia Tan's disciples, wave controller from Sul Hayong, Namo and Solar. Okay. So they want to escape where they are, and they tried to get fame to get out of where they were. Wave controllers. Ooh. Just wait a bit longer. The enemy hasn't fired their main cannon yet. We must build up our own wall of defense at the same time. Once a lighthouse gives the signal, that's when it's time to go. Fire the main cannons. Come on. I like how they segment all the pictures for this story. It really makes it. Oh, Sophia Tan's control. Hexagon crystal. That's very similar to Opera. Not Opera, to Anako. Ooh. I thought there weren't any Ranker level light bearers in the battle in the First War. Oh, okay, so we see they hit their strongest weapon. Okay. But we're still going to try our best. Everything would have fallen apart if we lost Sophia Tan's lighthouse when the flagship blew up. It's a good thing Baum took care of it for us. And here comes the first wave out of the. You must be the famous Slayer candidate. And here's Yasracha's commanders. How frightening. I don't want to harm the troops. All I want is my position as 4th Company Commander. Bring Laboric to me. If you get in my way, I'll slaughter the 5th Corps too. Don't stand a chance against him. Looks like there are more people here than we had anticipated. That's alright, but we're going to need some traffic control here. Now listen up, brave souls. To match everyone up to their best opponent suited, we're gonna play a game. Okay, here was the hiatus. And honestly, it's fine that he took time off. Nobody can hold it against him. The guy was pushing himself. You understand it. That is why the hiatus came in. But I just hope that people don't hold it against him that the chapters got shorter when he returned. Alright, here we go. And the chapters get really boring very quick, unfortunately. So we see that they mention here that he's the first regular outside of Jahad and the family leaders. If you refuse, you'll have no chance but to fight you, so I hope you agree to take part. So you let me meet Army Corps Laboric if I just participate in your little game. Make sure that won't be necessary. Yama's patience is reaching its limit. He looks like he might jump out any minute. Okay, so here's the game. What the heck is that thing? This is where we're playing our game. It's called the Cat Tower. Now you're going to play a game. In that tower and on several floating fields, the two areas are completely different but synced with each other. And you'll go between the two as you complete the game. You'll be divided between the two areas, but you'll try to help or hinder each other as you take part in the game. Just so you know, some canines are trapped in the cat tower. If you refuse to play the game, they all die. Even though they won't all survive if you agree to play the game, of course. There you are. If I win, you let the executives go. He said we can rescue the hostages and go wherever we want. I think we should do it. I'm a guide, not a mind reader. She must have heard something from that sniper Lafave. Hey, it's too dangerous. She's so obsessed with success. Up to 4 people may go. The platform on the right is for the Cat Tower. Those of you who wish to support the team captains and rescue the hostages in the Cat Tower should get on the platform. And the platform at the very back is the one floating ship personnel. Give you a moment to decide. You're almost floating ship. Okay. There's a reason why I just skipped through a lot of what I was reading there. That's because this is not very important, but it's important, if you know what I mean. The dynamics of the game are important in some ways, but they're not important in another way. It's so hard to explain it like that there. First defensive war, but I didn't see this coming. Better for Bomb to not be the captain so that he can stay off the enemy's radar. A few minutes later, see you all later. If you're going after Liboric, I'm coming with you too. Participate. Okay. I like that they were explaining that this year was approved by the administrator, so it has fair rules. Okay, I have to actually rush because there's a power outage heading my way in 7 minutes. So yeah, let's get into this here. I see something. I actually thought that it started getting short from here, but looks like I was wrong. It's called the cat map. Alright. Gakja Duseng, as you can see. That each of you will have your own separate fights in your respective parts of the map in order to reach your destination. When the game begins, the field in front of you will split up and be rearranged in 4 shapes. Each of the 4 maps has its own size and route. You 4 captains will start the game on those 4 fields and try to reach your destination. They can come in as part of a separate game in the Cat Tower. The game will be explained in greater detail in the Cat Tower. And as Lord Yasracha mentioned, the canine hostages are trapped in the Cat Tower. The helpers in the Cat Tower can set the hostages free independently from the game. Turn 10 minutes for each turn, 20 per map. If you reach your destination, teleport will be delayed and you will have a chance to rescue Jinsung Ha, so don't worry. Aim merely lets you go wherever you want. You'll have to rely on your own abilities to get anything beyond that. Okay, so the map is being rearranged. Captains have reached the field. Field 1, Field 2, Field 3, Field 4. Soon the game will begin. Near the defensive wall, the new 4th Commander's flagship Raven. New division commanders of the new 4th Corps after all. Okay, so here's it. Yes sir, let's go. I like it. Have fun, little brothers. Okay, so she's sending her brothers from the Kun family. Okay, let's go for the last one in this year, episode 270. There's something I'm going to do here that's going to be a bit weird, but I need to actually make sure that everything is loaded in before I read the entire chapter. Okay, I have 3 minutes. Let's see if I can get through this here in time. If anything goes wrong, it'll just have to be redone. But okay, alright. She's sending her brothers. Okay, if the timer runs out, Jinsung Ha gets trapped in Suspendium. Okay, all 4 of the main captains are now on the field. Is this the map? If you like, I can tell you about your map. Would you like me to? Yeah, sure. It's divided into two main routes. The route shown in red is the jumping route, and the blue route is the safe route. The safe route allows you to reach your destination while traveling more or less in a straight line, while the jumping route has a jumping stand which allows you to skip ahead to your destination. The jumping stand is right next to your destination, so it allows you to get there more quickly. But you'll have to fight a map boss in a special prison on the same field. Prisons referred to as cubes, enemies in them. When participants pass through, okay. In the special prison, however, you must fight the enemies. Continues definitely regardless of the number of turns, plus the enemies in the special prison are very strong. Okay. If you don't reach, okay, I don't know why. I want to go 3 squares straight ahead. Those are the enemies. They are more than I expected, but I have to beat them in 10 minutes. They are not counted as being eliminated if they're still breathing. Simple map. All you have to do is defeat the enemies in the boxes right in front of you and keep moving forward. There's no need to worry about finding the right way. Okay, so this is mainly just the game and it starts, so we know they're going to keep doing this here. Come here and fight me for our freedom. If they manage to defeat you or delay you by one turn in this game, Lord Yasa promised to grant their species freedom. Okay, in a moment you'll enter the cat tower through here and play a game. The game that will be called Cat and Mouse. There are several mice running around the cat tower as we speak. Anyone who catches one of these mice may leave the cat tower and teleport to a map of their choice. Since the captains may only move for up to 4 turns each, for the sake of the of maintaining the balance of the game. If you move to the map after catching a mouse, you will be taken to a spot 4 squares away from the captain. If the enemy catches a mouse, you will be taken to a random square right next to the captain. But after the 10th turn, you will be sent directly to where the captain is, regardless of whether an ally or enemy kills a mouse. And as for Spearbearer, you can reach the field observation platform through the control room, and from there you can throw their spear and try to hit a participant off the field. If a participant is hit with a spear, they will be kicked off the field. Pick of Fairness, the new 4th Army Corps and Marshni minions will be joining in the Cat Tower game. That was unfortunate. I was hoping I didn't run into any of that. So this is the Cat Tower. Okay. Okay, so we see Han Sang-yu took the water and carried himself away. We see the others are all floating along with it. You must each find and kill the mice in the place where the water carries you. However, please keep in mind, is the game finally starting now, that there are not only allies in the Cat Tower. Ooh, Blondie, a feline. This is going to be fun. Another part of the Cat Tower. Let's see who's here. White and is that a mouse? Oh, okay. Division Commander of the 4th Lopobia, Urayo. If I let you have this mouse, you'll let me leave this war safely. I still have some unfinished business. That's why no one ever stayed by my side to the end. He was after me, not the mouse. Humans who defy the laws of the tower. Cannot be beaten, does not affect me at all. I am like your natural enemy. At least it won't be so boring. Okay, so as you know, we've been through 10 chapters, and I'm not really going to skip ahead to episode 71 on this one, because my power should be going out any second now. Or if it isn't, then I don't know what's going on, and our load shedding is cancelled for the day. But anyway, depending on whether the power goes out immediately or not, how long this rent's going to go on for. This chapter is kind of very fast progress, which is what we wanted, and it's also a bit of catch up from SIU. So we have the whole Cat Tower game. The Cat Tower game was supposed to be part of this chapter. No matter what anyone has to say about it, it was meant to be part of this here, because there was no way the 5th Army Corps could stop that army that was progressing through. The Irregular was messing up any plans they had for defense. If Yasracha's army fought with Balm, Balm can break spells. If Balm hit Yasracha, whatever spell he has or whatever powers he has would be within the power of Balm. If you try to use his power on Balm, Balm would mimic it. So if you try to dominate Balm, Balm might gain the dominance power. If you try to transform Balm might gain the transformation power and be able to fight him with his own powers. So definitely they wanted to stay away from it. He was too dangerous. He's an irregular. So they decided to find a roundabout. They decided to find a path around all of this confusion to another way to solve the situation. That's the end of it. That's the real reason for the way this chapter is playing out. And I know it seems a bit pointless for the most part, but it has a very big point at the end of the day. They need to show us that the Irregular is powerful and the Rankers are really, really powerful, and they need us to understand what's going on in this war, what's really at risk, how dangerous it truly is. Because so far they just bulldoze through one wall, killing Rankers. And now we need to see difficulty for each of them. We need to see them bleeding completely. We need to see them injured. We need to see lives lost, because this is a war, not a quick and easy territory push. So that is what they're trying to push with this game, and this is supposed to show us that heavy loss of life. We do know that people have been dying on both sides, but we haven't seen heavy losses, and this one's going to force us to see losses. So yeah, we're going to get to see that in a little bit, and I hope that you all do enjoy when the death starts piling up. So catch you all in the next one, and have a good day.